2025 is easily one of the best years we've had in gaming in terms of quality and quantity. It's kind of crazy. And yet, to me, it seems there's still one guaranteed winner for Game of the Year. Expedition 33. Which feels crazy to say, considering everything that has come out this year. It's basically being banger after banger. And yet Expedition still feels like it stands so tall over other games to me. Now, I may be glazing, and the truth is, the only other Game of the Year contender I've played out of the nominations is Silksong. And you know what? I'd say if Silksong won, I wouldn't be complaining, since I believe Silksong is easily Game of the Year quality as well. And it could easily win in other years. But I really do think Expedition 33 gave me a generational gaming experience in storytelling, every aspect really, combined just world, gameplay, music, everything. And so with this, I think Expedition 33 will win. So when you consider how many crazy games there are this year, I think the true win is the fact of being nominated. That in itself is crazy. So I kind of want to talk about the other nominations and other categories. I'm not really sure how to talk about the other games since I've only played Silksong and Expedition 33 out of the nominations, but I'll do it anyway. So let's start with Death Stranding 2. So I already know right now this is a Kojima production, which means there's a woman with her feet out somewhere in this game. I haven't even played Death Stranding 1 yet, but everything I see of the game kind of interests me, so it's definitely on my to-play list. Death Stranding 2 gives me that same vibe. Truth be told, I do believe there is a clear Jeff bias here. Like, okay, everyone knows that, come on, that's just how it is. But I know people love Kojima also as well. I also love Kojima. I need him to make some horror games again, which I believe he is right now. Like, I already forgot what it's called. Anyways, the praise I see for the game is basically universal, right? Kojima seems to have found a really good target audience. When you have a community that backs you up so much into the praise, it's kind of hard to deny it's that good, surely. If anything, the review scores aren't any higher anyway, right? And whilst you shouldn't use reviews as a measurement to play the game, I think most of us generally have at least one person we can trust for it. But yeah, the storytelling, it seems right up my alley. It looks kind of like that cinematic Hollywood kind of thing, which the Game Awards love, so it just seems like a clear nomination, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza. Okay, I don't really have much to say for this one. I guess I kind of expect it to be nominated because there always seems to be one Nintendo game in there, which I assume is a shill. I mean, it could be good, it's probably good, but yeah, I just have such a distaste for Nintendo these days. And it wouldn't surprise me if they PayPal'd their way to get nominated. I don't know, anyone who paid for it and enjoyed it, good for you. Truthfully, I just dislike modern Nintendo, you know? So I'm biased here, maybe it's good. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So this is an interesting one. I predicted the other 5 games would be nominated. And then I predicted Kingdom Come 2 to be nominated based on general community perception. It's crazy to me how much support I see fans give to this game. I haven't played the first or second one, but I definitely plan to. The story and the world and that seems right up my alley. But I will say, seeing a first-person RPG game here have this much success in 2025, it feels kind of odd for some reason. Like, to me, the concept feels kind of dated, but clearly the devs have innovated on it really well. So, good for War Studios on winning the nomination. Definitely the underdog, I would say. Silksong, a big one. This is one of the Game of the Year contenders I was very hyped for and played, and to me, it 100% lived up to the hype. It feels like it improves on the original Hollow Knight in many ways. And we haven't even got the DLC yet. A lot of people complained about the difficulty in this game, and it's somewhat true that there's a weird learning curve to it. But I also think a lot of the players complaining about the difficulty weren't, as the devs said to themselves, using every tool they had at their disposal. The only boss who I'd say really annoyed me was Savage Beast Fly. And the last boss in the game of the true ending. Actually, the last boss of the true ending didn't annoy me, but it definitely took me quite a bit and I got frustrated at times. I do agree on the environment hitting too hard. It should have only been one mass from the start, but I'm pretty sure they changed it anyway. But other than that, I don't really have any difficulty complaints. Silksong is 100% worthy of a Game of the Year nomination. It really is impressive what the team of 3 managed to pull off with this game, and I'm really excited for whatever Team Cherry plan to release for the world next. I'm sure it'll be another banger.
Team Cherry, please let me play as Pure Vessel, please.
Hades 2. So I've 100%ed Hades 1, and the main reason I haven't played Hades 2 yet is because I literally just haven't had time. I was playing other things when it came out, and now I'm just waiting to get the physical edition of the game when it's available. Hades 1 was easily a Game of the Year contender. I've basically heard that Hades 2 is a straight up improvement on what Hades 1 was, so I guess logically, it's got to be a Game of the Year contender, right? I mean, look at the Metacritic numbers, it's kind of crazy. Not sure what else to say, to be honest. It felt so expected for it to be nominated, and so yeah, that's just what it is. Good for Supergiant Games. And now Expedition 33, a new IP made by Sandful Interactive, who has cemented themselves as a giant in the video games history. Expedition 33 is genuinely everything, one of the greatest gaming experiences I've had. It's become a top 5 game for me at least, and is easily going to have a crazy amount of influence on the next 10 years of gaming. I'd say it's my favourite game this year, and this is without any recency bias because I played it when it came out. It definitely sticks with you once you finish it. Every character in the game is likeable, the antagonists are amazing, the music is some of the best I've heard in gaming, the acting is top notch, the story is crazy, it was very addicting, just waiting to learn what happens next in the game. Like, usually when I play through games, I like to explore a lot and do things other than the main story. But I was like so pulled into the story that sometimes I just couldn't do all the current side content. I was like, no, I need to move on. So I just want to know more. To me, this game is one of the generational game story experiences for the current generation. It's like when older generations played FF7 for the first time when that came out. When I rate a game as perfect, I use my definition of perfect, which basically means it's the closest thing to the best of what a human mind can currently comprehend at the current state and time in creativity. And that's really how Expedition 33 felt to me. Okay, I've done a lot of glazing. Point is, easily the game of the year for me. Congrats to Sandful, can't wait to see what they do next. Okay, now, what about other possible games I'd put for Game of the Year? I haven't played Blueprints, but the concept of it is very unique, and it definitely interests me. And seeing the scores it got, I think it clearly should deserve a spot, but it didn't. But yeah, definitely that. Split Fiction, I mean, it was basically what I thought would get nominated if it wasn't Kingdom Come 2. I think a lot of people wanted Dispatch to get him nominated. I plan on playing that. Okay, so if you know me, you know I love Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter Wilds came out this year. Now, truth be told, I think it tried doing too much. And that caused it forget its vision. So it did a lot of things not too great. But it still feels like it's a great game. But you cannot release a game with all these performance issues and expect it to get a nomination. They need to sort it out. Ghost of Goty, I've seen a lot of people say that would get nominated. In my opinion, you can argue that the gameplay is an improvement on Tsushima, but the storytelling in this game is just inferior in like every way. I didn't like a lot of the story segments, but the characters themselves were pretty fun. But I think like the peak of the story was Teshio Ridge, and everything else after that was okay. I didn't really like the ending too much. Enjoyed Absolem a lot, so that could be a cool nomination, but I don't think it would get nominated. It was nominated for Best Indie, I think that's good enough. But I guess I wouldn't really imagine it to get nominated for Game of the Year. And I heard a lot of good things about Silent Hill F, but to me, whilst like the story looked really good, the combat idea was really stupid, and that alone kind of, I wouldn't nominate it because of that personally. Okay, what about other categories? Best performance. I go Ben Starr there. I think, I know this is gonna sound stupid, right? Because there's already 3, but I think Andy Serkis was also amazing, and he probably should have got a nomination. But yeah, that would have been 4 out of 6 Expedition characters. Silksong not being in Best Game Direction is stupid. Whilst I did say bad things about it, Monster Hunter Wilds should have been nominated for more things. I'd say Best Audio Design, Best Action Game, maybe Best Scoring Music. I'm just going to assume that the performance issues, it kind of just gave it bad word of mouth kind of thing, and all the Steam reviews, like, it's like, I think it should have been nominated for multiple things, but should you nominate it? Probably not. They need to learn their lesson. I don't think Expedition should have been in the indie categories. It's a AA game. They even said in their recruitment form it's AA. They have outside help and funding and all this, like, different to what other indie games have. Yes, it's Game of the Year, but I don't think it should be in the indie category. GTA 6 being in most anticipated game is stupid. They're just delaying it and shit. I'd choose Witcher 4 or RE9 personally. Art Creators will probably win Best Multiplayer. I'm a vote Night Rain. I also think Wilds should have been a nomination in Best Multiplayer. FF14 for Best Ongoing and Best Community Support I don't agree with. The game has had so much toxicity around it recently, and Dawn Trail ain't the greatest experience. Sonic 3 not being a nominee in Best Adaptation is stupid, especially when most of them just kind of suck themselves. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it. Maybe there's more stuff, but I'm kind of happy, content with what I've said. I think Expedition 33 gonna sweep this year, so I think even just getting nominated this year that's the real win. I can't wait to see all the game announcements. Let me know what your game of the year is. What do you hope gets announced at the Game Awards? Take care and see you next time.